GM everyone. Welcome back to another Greeny and Craig live stream. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Massive show today, Craig. We've got obviously a lot to unpack. Obviously, Pengu is probably going to be the theme of today's discussion. I'm looking at Pudgy's and Little Pudgy's pump right now. I bought one yesterday, so we're up 30% or more now already. So that's great. How are you today, mate? How you going?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Greeny. I'm good, buddy. I'm the same as you. Just been looking at the market and kind of been occupied with Pengu drop at the moment. Copped some myself, so that was nice. We can sort of chat about that in a second. But yeah, how are you, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing well, mate. Doing well. I obviously I stayed up late for that live stream the other night, so I'm still recovering from that. I got up earlier today as well. It's busy time, but I'm seeing a few people on the timeline, which we'll get into on the show. I don't know, just be a bit silly. So and overtrade and just come out with these crazy evaluations, hedge their whole portfolio on what Trump's going to do. So, I mean, for me, we can unpack this in today's show. I think a lot of people need to hear some hard truths, Craig, some hard truths.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think the market got a bit frothy with NFTs and everywhere else by the looks of things.
Yeah, well, I think everyone's just a bit over leveraged, over allocated to probably the wrong things at the wrong times. People chase those pumps, people FOMO into pumps, guys. You buy lows, you sell tops. Okay, that's the way you go about it. You see something like Hyperliquid, you see something like Fartcoin pump. Don't buy that. Go find the next thing that's going to pump. Okay, that's my suggestion. But obviously, guys, if you are new here, please click subscribe, whichever platform you're watching, whether it's on Twitch, whether it's on Kick, YouTube, or Twitter, guys. Click follow, click subscribe. We very much appreciate it. It's Greeny, obviously. Greeny trades on those platforms, but Craig's Coin Purse on Twitter and YouTube as well, guys. And you can support us by doing that and liking the video and engaging with us in the comments section as well. GM to Sexy, GM to Eli, okay, GM to Charles, GM to Saito Scene. Is that how you say that? I don't know. But let me know in the comments what you guys are keen on at the moment. So talk to me, like, Craig, obviously I know you've been going through your old Ethereum wallets, but how good, all right, let's just step back a little bit here. How significant is this Pengu airdrop for crypto as a whole, right? The first time you've seen a multi-chain bridge of airdrops, so we're talking Solana and Ethereum users, and the first time you've seen an airdrop to a ecosystem of Web3 users outside of the NFT ecosystem itself. That in a nutshell, with what's coming soon with Abstract. I know they have potential Monad. There's also other chains like Berachain that Pudgies might get exposure to. Craig, this is monumental. Like, this is absolutely monumental for crypto.
Yeah, that drop was pretty epic, man. I mean, obviously, myself, I didn't expect to get anything. I ended up staying up just to see how the drop went. You know, for yourself and just the market in general. And then I was in the, you know, your group, the GTG group, and a few people were like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know, I got some Pengu, so I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And someone had put up, "Oh, there's a category, I think it was called OG ETH or OG users, Sol and ETH, I think OG." So I was like, "Oh shit," you know, maybe I got something. And the first night, I think it was about 1 a.m. or midnight or something, and I checked, it was about $100 on one wallet. I was like, well, that's pretty good. I'll just go to bed and I'll wake up tomorrow, because the claim was a bit glitchy, wasn't it?
Yeah, so glitchy. I'll unpack that shortly, yeah.
We'll go into that. But yeah, long story short, I'll talk about the wider market then. Yeah, fantastic. I mean, it wasn't just Pengu or Pudgy Penguin holders who got rewarded or got to get ecstatic. It was old ETH holders. So I even went back to one of my, you know, the old ETH wallets. We can go over that in a sec. But yeah, ended up with about 2,200 USD unexpectedly after I connected about 300 wallets. But yeah, I mean, geez, I mean, $2,500 for out of thin air just before Christmas was unreal, dude. So thank you, Luca, thank you, Pudgies. Didn't expect that. Didn't think I'd get anything, and I got more than. I got probably more than most other airdrops I've ever farmed before. So
yeah, it's wild. And that's it. Like, I was rewarded for so many things on there. I was like, dude, this is sick. And like the fact, I'll unpack the claim. Do you want to do a market overview, Craig? And then I'll unpack. We can dive deep into Pengu and discuss how that went.
Market overview.
Yeah, so if we have a look, we'll just briefly touch on. So BTC is kind of correcting at the moment. We're down to 100K from a 108K high. Pretty much alts are bleeding hard, anywhere
Yeah.
from 6 to 20%. Meme coins are suffering even more greatly. Okay, WIF's down 15%, Pepe's down over 10% as well. Doge is also suffering 10%. We're seeing a few of your top meme coin altcoins like Nia down 10%, Radium down 10% as well. So it's is this opportunity, Craig, or is this expected going into Christmas?
Yeah, I think this is opportunity, but at the same time, I think this period is probably going to be pretty volatile.
Yeah,
Christmas is usually pretty volatile, and just with the way that where the chart was sitting,
yeah,
I think it could be a bit of sideways action over the Christmas period. So for myself, I'm sort of trying not to overtrade.
yeah.
I'm
That's key.
Yeah, so at the moment, while it's choppy like this, and bull runs, this stage of the bull run, I think is going to be pretty volatile. When you've got
Yeah.
big moves up, you can have decent moves down. And in saying that, though, even though we're speaking like this, Bitcoin's still 100 grand.
Oh yeah,
So just to remind everyone or sober everyone up, 6 months ago, if you told me Bitcoin would be 100 grand in December, I would have thought we'd all be euphoric. So interesting, we're talking about pullbacks.
yeah,
But is it opportunity? Yes, it is.
yeah.
The key is to not overtrade and probably get in position in strong altcoins, not all altcoins, and then obviously
Yes.
strong meme coins. So the opportunity, I think, lies in those.
Yeah.
And probably in NFTs, if you can obviously pick the right ones and
Yeah.
not get over carried away with chasing narratives and things like that. So trying to front run NFT
Yeah.
narratives is probably a good thing. What are you
Well,
thinking?
and I want to talk about that too because there's a few exciting things on the horizon that I think a few NFT collections are going to do really well. So, yeah, I mean, we'll discuss now. I just want to show a couple of things. So, obviously, my Pengu drop was an absolute nightmare. I believe it wasn't just me that was having problems. And shout out to GTG for eventually solving that. There was a few chads in that in the group that helped me out at the end after after like a 3 hour stream. It's crazy. But really interestingly, Craig, this is what I mean. This is what like the attention on this was massive. Look at my views compared to all of our other streams. Like 300, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, couple others 600, 600, 700. This is at 1.5k views within a day. So it was
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. The market's red hot for that sort of content at the moment. I noticed that as well. Like the engagement on NFT posts are
Yes.
crazy on X at the moment for me. If I put anything about NFTs, it goes berserk. Meme
Yeah.
coins, interesting enough, a lot less
Yes.
engagement.
It's
So it's
great.
quite.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that.
I do too, but I guess what was interesting to me is how quickly the meme coin hype kind of quietened down. Man, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, for all those people that felt like they had dedicated their whole lives to meme coins
Oh,
and
they'd be
were
suffering, bro.
following the Murad, the commandments and whatever you want to call them, like it was Jesus text. And now they're all on NFTs, including yourself and me, I suppose, to a certain degree. But it
I
was,
still have some exposure. Don't get me wrong. I still, but like, our entries were so good, Craig, that I don't care on a 20% pullback. But literally, I put a tweet out just before saying anybody that like literally probably bought sporadically in 2024 is probably nearly down, particularly on like Pepe or Whiff.
yeah,
Maybe not Pepe. Pepe's at 8 bill, but
yeah,
like even like Mog and stuff, like your pop cap particularly is down. Like a lot of these and Murad's tokens are down so much. Like, so literally people would have FOMO'd into that shit. And so many people are eating bad. Like PopCat's down 33% on the week, guys. Look at this. Red across the board. But look what's pumping, baby. Pengu. Let's go.
that's
Up
great.
6. Yeah, look at this. I put an Instagram reel out and people were like, it's down 99%. And I was like, well, that's the first hour, like couple of hours. And also that's if you bought the top. You're a loser if you bought the top. You buy
Yeah,
the
you
bottom.
wouldn't be buying the rip on that bad boy.
And now it's up like it's just like now it's up like 40%. It's up. I was like, mate, like some of these people just have no idea. Some of these people. That's why we do what we do, Craig. That's why we're here, mate. That's why we're here.
Got to teach people. Teach them to
That's
fish.
it. That's it. But if we like, I love the engagement, and honestly, maybe we should try to do like one live stream a week in the evenings because it was so fun. Like different crowd. You've got like obviously Europe afternoon. You've got America waking
Yeah,
up. It's kind of it was kind of I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Like 4,400 people tuned into the live stream. So
that is a lot of people.
across all the platforms. So
Yeah.
that was amazing. And so people were watching me in pain, watching my Pengu airdrop go from 100K. I'll see if I can find it in the video. Go from 100K down to fucking 50K in the space of like 10 minutes just because I couldn't claim properly. But in the end, the problem, and there were still problems with people that had ledgers that were trying to claim as well. Still to this point today. But the problem essentially was that with the Solana transactions, you had to dedicate it to multiple transactions. And so for me, I approved the first transaction. It said 1 out of 2, and I was like, sick. Did that like 50 times. Thinking it was going to prompt me on the second transaction. It never did. GTG eventually said, Greeny, try with a new wallet, like go to a different claim wallet, claim it in the second different wallet. And sure enough, bang, transaction 2 went through and the rest is history. Walked away 55K. I bought the dip. I did put 25K in. I was a little bit like, no, I need to take more profits. So I left about 10K in from about 1.95 or 19 bill, I think was my entry. So we're up. Yeah, about 40% on that, if not maybe a little bit more now. What are we up? 2.3. Yeah, so about 30%-ish on that. But for anybody that is curious, I should, like, this will zoom in for you. These are some of the allocations that people got. So this doesn't include everything. This is just one that I saw that had a good range. But essentially, if you have a look here, okay, you have your SBTs, which is like, if you tuned into Pudgy ecosystem events over the sort of like the last year or so, you got a bit of allocation. So as you can see here, 200 tokens for that one, 100 there for that one. Pengu Influencer was one that I tuned into, so that was 103. I got that one.
What was that for, Greeny? What was Pengu Influencer for?
I don't know, but I think it was. I don't know.
I did see that on yours, and I was like, "What the hell?"
I think it was from me tuning into one event. You fill in a form, and they like allocated that to your wallet.
It was 100K tokens for that.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it was one. I don't think it was because I was bull posting pudgies on Twitter. I thought it was initially, but upon realization later on, I think it was actually to do with that is the like engaging in one of those SBTs that occurred a couple months back. So shout out to DC. He helped me out with that. Like he sent it in the Oceana Pudgy Discord Telegram group, and I was like, yes, sick. I'll fill that out. And I did that. So I think that's where I got that one. Abstract Enjoys, again, probably another live stream that you had to be part of. Uncommon Rods. So this is where it gets interesting because I took profits on my 2 rods and my little Pudgy before the airdrop. Now, I could have probably locked in another, like based on current prices, 20, 15, 20K airdrop for free. But then I would have been holding the assets underwater dramatically. Yeah. Like I would have been underwater on my Uncommon Rod, which I bought at 106. I would have been very underwater on my little Pudgy. I bought that at 2.5. They went all the way down to 1.6. So I think in hindsight, I'm very happy I de-risked those NFTs. I still made like $17,000 in a week trading all that stuff. And like so in theory, I go, okay, I made 17,000, or I could have gotten an airdrop and still had the assets. Maybe it probably was better to hold the smaller assets in the airdrop. So it's always just good to sort of revisit that, revisit the highlights and see whether perhaps like hindsight's great, obviously, and think, okay, well, leading to Abstract, maybe leading into Monad, like what's my strat? Do I take profits again? I bought the little Pudgy last night, 1.87. For me, I think I actually nearly dude, I don't know. It's a tough choice, Craig. If you're in my situation, you have one big Pudgy, one little Pudgy, 10K of allocation of Pengu. Would you, leading into Abstract, which I genuinely think is going to be just as big as Pengu, if not bigger, do you sell your big Pudgy into that hype? So my big Pudgy hit 200K Australian like a week ago before the airdrop went live. It went all the way back down to 100K. It's now probably well back up. It's just shy of 20 ETH again. So it was the right decision to hold that. But like that's because the catalyst is there's another thing coming in the future. But after Abstract, Pudgies probably go hard and they dump hard. I don't know, Craig. What do you think? Do you sell into the hype? Do you hold for the airdrop, get a minted airdrop, try and sell that as soon as possible? What do you think?
It depends on the price of Pudgies at the time. Well, leading up to that drop, myself, I'd be selling into the hype of that drop because there might be other little catalysts that come along for Pudgies in the
Yeah.
bull run.
Yeah.
The problem is that's unknown. So me personally, I would be selling the big pudgy. I mean, if it got to 35 ETH again, man, for
Yeah.
me, I'd be taking all that ETH off the table there.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the risk you have is round tripping because,
Yeah.
you know, say you get 100 grand or say you get 50 grand from the drop, from the abstract claim drop, but Pudgy's halving price, you're going to break even or slightly lose.
Yeah.
Because obviously when Pudgy's drop from 35 to 16, let's just say that's a 20 ETH swing,
Yeah.
20 ETH times 4K, that's 80K. So your
Yeah.
drop has to be 80K or more
Yeah.
to make any money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 80K, the drop's got to be big, man.
I think
Like,
so too.
it's
I
got to
think
be
so
100
too.
grand to make it worth it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd be taking ETH off the table and trying to
Yeah.
trade ETH
I
at
agree.
a 2x.
And I'm very bullish on ETH playing catch up into January. So for me, like we're looking at the Pengu chart here. This looks great. Like this looks very nice.
I'm stoked I followed you on that trade.
Yeah, like you got macro higher lows. Now I want to see that sort of trend continue, higher highs. So you want to see that next high kind of up here at the 3 billion mark soon. So that looks really good. Volume's been pretty consistent. It's quite low, obviously, in perspective to it out the gate. That's why it doesn't look as good. But if you come and have a look, volume's been consistent, and that's the key, right? Because if you look at Magic Eden as a comparison, very different airdrops, right? But if you do look at it just to compare volume out the gate, I just need to find the right one. If you compare those, then ultimately, it's no brainer that Pengu is always going to be better and bigger. Like, sure, Magic Eden, they are a platform that has bridge capacity on there in terms of you can trade multiple platforms, but they never bridge them both at the same time. Like in other words, you didn't actually get an airdrop for using multiple platforms and those sorts of things. So think of Pengu as an onboarding experience for abstract, the layer 2, and then think about it as an opportunity for crypto. 7 million wallets, right? 7 million users across Ethereum and Solana got access to that airdrop. That's the key. It's massive, right? So I mean, if you look at Magic Eden, like the volume has been consistent, but it's been going down. But the price has been going down. It still has not found a bottom at 360 million. It still has not found a bottom.
Yeah, very different charts, wasn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, very different. So for me, yeah, it was obviously the better choice to hold this. I waited for a breakout. I think I sold in this little pump here initially, and then I rebought pretty much around this region here before the breakout yesterday. So I'm not up a lot. Like, I mean, but you got to remember, like, this is $1 billion token. Like, it's up 30% since I bought. So I'm happy with that. Like, I think, and GTG is happy with that. You're happy with that. Like, and I think this is a good hodl into abstract because I'm sure Pengu holders will be rewarded. I'm very confident on that proposal. I think Pengu, I think big pudgies and little pudgies, rods, not sure. That's why I wasn't happy to hold the rods. I was happy to swing trade them. But the little pudgy, very happy I bought one of them again because if we do have a look, they're up to 2.2. Okay, we bought that at 1.87 last night. Pudgy's back at 19 as well. So that's looking nice and frothy across the market. So, I mean, that airdrop was incredible. I literally was watching my claim just go down in value like minute to minute. Like, let me see if I can find it here. Oh, there's an ad. Hold on. I will pull it up shortly, but it was painful, Craig. So, and like people on the live were also having the same issue. I was talking to Sexy about it at the same time, and it was like proper wild. Like, I was so pumped, bro. Look at this. Ready? Hold on. There we go. Here we go. I was so, look at this. 1.829 mil was 102K. 102K. But I couldn't claim.
Look at your face. That's so good.
I was just like, oh my God, I literally hit
the before and after would be good, eh? And then
it was.
Go down
so
40K, you'd be like,
that's about, that's halfway through the stream when I was thinking, hell yeah, this is sick. And then this is me like at the end, I'm just like, it wouldn't work. I'm just like, bruh. I was like, come on.
And you would have been so tired, man. That's the problem. You're so tired. And that's when mistakes happen as well, like clicking bad links or a fake claim.
Well, it's funny you say that because I initially was going to hold it all. And then I went to bed. I laid in bed. I was like, Greeny, it's an airdrop. Like, click sell, sleep easy, wake up tomorrow, reevaluate. So I went and clicked sell, and then I bought 10K again yesterday morning. So Yeah, I mean, what an experience! Shout out to the 4,000 people that tuned in. That was sick. I think we do some more live streams in the evening, Craig. I think we do some
Yeah,
more
yeah,
live.
I'll be keen. We can give it a go and see. Yeah, like you said, if it gives Europe a bit of a go to tune in,
Yeah,
you were fighting
I
that.
was so like angry. I was like losing the plot. I was swearing. I was like, what the fuck's happening? Like this is
Oh
just like
yeah,
it's like 3 a.m. in the morning after streaming for like 3 hours. I was like, dude, I just want to click claim. I just want to go to bed.
yeah, man, it sucks, and especially when you see 50K evaporate, you're
Yeah,
like, that fucking sucks. And then
yeah,
especially even worse is if you jump on the timeline and
yeah.
people are like, yeah, fuck yeah, got my claim, got 100 grand, and you're like, son of a bitch, man. What
Yeah,
the
like
fuck?
look at it was just going down. I'm just like,
Oh
no.
yeah, I've been there, man. It was the same when the Friend Tech drop came out.
Yeah,
It started off when that came out, dude. I think it came out the gates at 30, something ridiculous, like $30 a token.
yeah,
I couldn't claim, and it ended up something as simple as you just had to you had to do a couple of tweaks with gas.
yeah.
And I ended up selling at $8, man. And I had a friend of mine come into the group chat going, "Fuck yeah, I sold at $40," and I had a heart attack, dude, because I went from like a 50K US claim to about 8 grand in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
And I was
and this
like, "There's a big difference between 50K and 8K, man."
and like there's a massive difference between 102K and 55K. Like
Yeah,
that's
like
and that's US. That's not even
yeah,
Australian. That's 80K. That's a
that's
year's
your salary,
salary.
man.
That's a salary. So I was
Yeah,
a bit annoyed, but hey, I mean, and the worst part was, as you can see here on the stream, it said I had claimed all my tokens, but they just weren't showing up. So
that
that was
hurts
I
even
was so
more, right?
confused. I tried so many different strats until the new wallet at the end. I was like, I didn't even think of that until after the stream. So, I mean, it was a fun experience, but like that's a good segue for where I want to take this conversation now. Is because I know you bought an elemental. Do you still own your elemental? What was your entry? And what's your thesis on that? I know I was tweeting a little bit about it yesterday. Nothing's confirmed in terms of the anime token yet, but we are pretty much like it's very much rumored that the anime token will be live in 2025.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Look, nothing official. To answer your question, yes, I still have it. Um, I wish I had taken my own advice and entered it about 1 ETH.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember on stream, you asked me what I'd do with the NFTs, and I said I'd sit on my hands after the drop.
Mm-hmm.
I should have taken my own advice, but in saying that, luckily for me, Azuki put out a tweet saying, what did it say? Coming soon, or pretty much.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. So they put
Okay.
out a expect us soon kind of tweet. So that was this morning, dude. That's why they've rallied about 20%.
Oh.
So they're starting to tease now, which I like. Yeah, there. Look, I don't know what that means, man. That could be that could be a T-shirt coming. You know. I don't think so though. But I did just get told because I suppose my main concern with Azuki was obviously you can soft stake or stake them and earn points.
Oh, on top. So you get allocated. So if you buy the NFT, do you get points?
If you buy well, this is what I just heard. So I just got told before you actually get the points that the prior owners have received thus far.
If you stake, soft stake.
Yeah, or I haven't got to. I don't know yet, but because one of my concerns, I just jumped on and I put a tweet up because the guy said, "Oh, bullish for all the long-term holders," and I said, "Well, what about us new holders, man?"
Yeah.
Because the problem I have with that, it is great to reward old holders, but if you do that, you're not going to. Well, for me, trying to flip the NFT, it's not going to work for me, is it?
Just literally like compare that to what we've just buddy talked about with Pengu, right?
Yeah.
Who onboarded everybody.
Better to do it that way for me. I understand rewarding your OGs. That is great. But I think you have to do what Pengu did. You've got to
Yeah.
reward both new and old, right? But I just put a post up and someone said, no, the NFT you buy actually comes bundled with those points that the prior owner had accumulated. So I don't know. Is there a way to go in then and have a look at how many points each NFT has? And you obviously buy the one with the most. But how do you check that?
Yes.
And so it's sort of like checking
I,
how much ape coin was staked with the ape before you buy the ape.
yeah.
So
Pretty much.
yeah,
There was someone commented here somewhere. Yeah, this was a really good tweet here by Steelix. Here, let me just put that in the chat. Basically, there's a score checker. extension, maybe website as well,
Ah,
that you can go to and
yeah.
check like you just type it in as it shows you here on the screen, right?
Oh, dude, that's massive. We
That's
should not be
massive, right?
showing this, man. We should not be showing this stuff right now.
Don't buy our bags, guys, because I moved all my ETH to spot except for enough to cover a little pudgy, but I want exposure, I think. However, I could actually no, I have oh yeah, shit, I have liquid. I have liquid. How much is an Azuki?
10 ETH at the moment if you want the big boy. Um,
Mm,
it's yeah, you see,
that's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money, bro. Do you
I
know
think
what,
I'd go
man?
the beta place. Yeah.
Yeah, I for me the elementals were just I just liked it. It's like getting a little pudgy, and the other reason I like the elemental is if once I confirm what I need to know about the points and all that, I can
Yeah.
go scoop another 2, and I've got 3 that I can flip on the way up.
Would you? I like that. Yeah, you want to have 3, I reckon.
Yeah,
1, sell into hype. 2, maybe think about it, and then the 3rd you keep for the
correct.
claim.
So kind
So
of like just learning lessons from your big pudgy.
yeah.
If you had 3, I mean, I know that's a big statement though, dude, because that would have been 24 ETH. You know,
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah. At the time, I was like, but like to be honest, that was probably the alpha. I literally when I bought it too, I was like, I wish I could buy 2.
you
I mean,
should
I
have.
could
2
have.
would have been much better for you
I should have.
safety wise, but yeah,
I
it's a
should
fair,
have.
fair bit of money.
I had plenty of money.
Yeah.
I had it all locked up in Sol, and I was still like, we were still trading over there a bit. That I was like, yeah, I probably should have swapped more Sol into ETH back then, and that was mid November,
Yeah.
start of November, about that stage. Like, I should have set like because I didn't even think about the airdrop. Like, they hadn't announced Pengu yet either, right?
No.
And as soon as they announced that, then they say it's on Solana. I was like, far out. I have way too much Solana already. The airdrop gave me another 200 plus Solana. I was like, holy shit! Like, I need to. That's what I've been doing. I've actually been kind of trying to reevaluate my portfolio. Thank goodness that Pudgy ecosystem pump, because then I made about 5 ETH or more. Rec coin on ETH is pumping, so that's another 3 or 4 ETH as well. So like my ETH bags are fast catching up to my Bitcoin bags and my
Yeah.
liquid Sol, but I still have way more Solana. So I'm kind of like at this point now, it's like I kind of maybe want to have a little bit of exposure here based on really rough points calculations I did yesterday. This is what you would be looking at. Prices have obviously elementals up a little bit, beans are down a little bit. Fusion is if you have all like 4 variants of the elementals, so it's probably higher now as well. That's if you hold like a water one, a fire one, a land one. It's kind of like the avatar elements, I believe. That they get an allocated more points. So it's up to you with how much risk you want to go in. I kind of like the beta play, Craig. I kind of like that. Yeah, maybe I pick up couple like 2 elementals, maybe 2 beans, and then that way I can sell into hype, and then maybe I can claim the airdrop too. I don't know. I'll
Yeah.
have to have a think.
That's the way I'm thinking, and I'm actually so annoyed. Little Pudgy's pump, man.
Yeah, well, I
Oh,
shared that last night. I said, guys, I think this is like the reason my thesis was listings are still very low at
yeah.
750. And
1.8 was the buy, man. Fuck it.
exactly. Yeah. So I mean, it went a little bit lower. You can't really see, but it went to 1.5. I saw him at 1.7 before I went to dinner. Went to dinner with Zeneca last night. Had a lovely dinner together. But I saw him at 1.7 before I went to dinner. I was like, oh, should I just click buy now? I was like, nah.
Wish I
Like
did.
I'll wait for after dinner. I got back. They were at 1.87. I was like, okay, I don't care. I'm just buying one here. If they go lower, I'll buy a second. But right now, I'm happy to just buy one here. So you're up like 0.4 ETH already, nearly on that trade. But like if you look at the depth as well, like the depth back to 100 sales is 2.6. So not much depth there, and you're pretty much already back to 2.6 ETH. And look at the buy interest, like, and that's it. Like Luca's not dumb, bro. If you listen to that space as well on FOMO Hour, he's like, we're just getting started. Like Pengu's a 10, 15 year plan. You got to remember, like, there's abstract, you got monad, you got Barachain coming in. So that's what I mean. Like, there's so many good catalysts for this to retain value in the short term and very much in the medium to long term.
Yeah,
I still think
I agree.
2.2 is a buy. I still think 2.2 here is a buy.
Man, yeah, that little Pudgy was on my radar, and I was waiting for the dust to settle. Obviously, after the drop and everything, and I was getting up this morning hoping to buy one at about I want my buy was about 1.5 to 1.7. So I
Yeah.
should have just clicked it yesterday, didn't woken up and it's friggin' pumped again. I'm like, God damn it. But I agree with you. It's possibly still a buy because
Yeah.
last time I felt this way and the train just didn't stop going up.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's going to do that again. And Abstract is still teasing, the tweets just, the posts just aren't stopping from them, man.
And guess what is in every abstract post? A pudgy penguin.
Yeah. So I don't
It's
think the
so
hype's going
simple.
to die a
No.
lot.
I agree. I think I wish I could have bought two. So my play with this, as we just spoke about, moving into abstract is probably rotate my big. Like I say, if bigs get to like a couple $100,000 again, I have to take that off the table. I have to. Like an airdrop's sick. Like unless the airdrop's going to be bloody couple $100,000, then maybe it's not worth it. But hold my little pudgy into the airdrop and then happy that my cost basis was 1.8. Let's hope I can sell it before 1.8 and still lock in a decent airdrop on that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get anywhere near as much as a big. That as you literally saw with Pengu, Big's got 1.7 million tokens and a little only got. I wish I had two bigs.
Yeah. What was the ratio between bigs and littles on the claim, on the airdrop?
Very, very different. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go.
It's like 10 to 1 or something, or worse.
Yeah, no, yeah. Think less. Let's have a look. Hold on, I'm just waiting for an ad to play. Oh, waiting for another ad to play. I do have it on the stream. I don't have it on me, so let me just pull that up. Here we go. So if you have a look here, so Little Pudgy's got 180. Yeah, so it was about pretty much a 10 to 1 ratio.
Yeah,
which is how price is reflected too. If you look right now, it is about 10 to 1, 22 ETH. So it's actually closer. It's 9 to 1 at the moment. So
yeah, okay.
Perhaps that changes. I don't know.
Yeah, so I suppose anytime you find that ratio is out and Pudgy's undervalued, then Little Pudgy. So I've got my eye on them. I'd love to scoop a Little Pudgy. I'm hoping they dump a little bit of gain from this little rally. But I kind of need Abstract and everyone to shut up for a few days just to.
I don't think they are. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
I think
same. Yeah, they're going to milk it, man. The hype's so big. Why would you stop bull posting now?
And the same with big pudgies, 100 sales and it's back to 33 ETH, literally.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see some pretty big rallies. So yeah, for me, I wouldn't mind a little pudgy. And I wouldn't mind another elemental or two. And if I don't get two more elementals, I'll get an elemental and a bean. I'm just not sure how to play the beans. I just don't know if they're going to be a multiplier play or they are accumulating. I suppose they are accumulating collector points, so probably they do.
Yeah. We'll have a look at this. We'll talk about this after stream today, and I think I might be spending some more ETH today.
Yeah, so look, I think there's some cool stuff. I mean, it's nice to be talking NFTs for a change.
Same.
It's a super cool thing to talk about. And the other fun part is when you're picking the one you're going to grab.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm probably a bit like you, and I tend to go floor, especially if I'm flipping. But it is nice to grab. I mean, for the rods and that, trying to grab rares and stuff. That shit's fun, man.
Yeah.
So I like sniping. So yeah, little pudgy for me. Another elemental. What else is? There's so much with NFTs at the moment, man.
Yeah, good segue. Good question. So I've just pulled this up because I knew this. I saw this morning. So Lubify's come out with their own NFT value checker for the OpenSea potential airdrop, and they've estimated that he's probably in the top. I don't know. Does he show? Let's have a look. He had 1.1K ETH traded. Transactions 380. I'm just trying to see if he has a rank. No. So yeah, it says if opens at 5 with a valuation at 5 billion with a giveaway of 15% for airdrop, you receive $61,000. So I'm not expecting too much from OpenSea. However, if I am buying some of these Azuki assets, then I probably will go to OpenSea and buy them on there just again to farm some engagement. This is my current wallet, so let's have a look. Of course you have to sign up.
Yeah, that's so bright. Yeah,
I hate that. I hate that so much. So
I'm not
okay, well we'll fade that, but you can go there, guys. You can check it also on the June page as well, which we did share last stream as well. Here it is. So I mean, you can check it on this page as well. If you want to do that, it's just june.com /the launch /OpenSea -cross chain. And you come down here and you can put your wallet in here. So this is my wallet that I haven't really ever used. Oh, dude, I've gone up 300K just by trading some of these little pudgies on there. Let's go.
That's nice.
Okay, so
are you starting to use OpenSea now, Greeny?
Well, yeah, I think so. Like, why? Like, I mean, actually, no. I bought my little pudgy on Blur because it was 1.87, and on OpenSea it was about 1.92 at the time. I was like, look, like 0.5 ETH, 0.05 ETH. It's not a lot, but I was like, look, it's your cost basis. I was like, stuff it. I'll just buy it on Blur. But I think I will buy maybe some Azuki assets on OpenSea.
Yeah, good idea. Have OpenSea teased any more about this drop?
No, I don't believe so. We can go have a look. Someone said Claynosaurz are pumping, which they are. They are at new all-time high US dollars.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha.
I'll pull them up in a sec, but I'll pull up OpenSea as well on Twitter. Are you interested in other chains or just ETH? Like ETH money is built different, right?
Yeah, I mean, with NFTs, I'm not deviating to Soul NFTs. I'm not looking at right now. I like the whole claim token meta we're in at the moment with ETH, and I think I'm gonna ride that wave. As far as front running other NFTs go, I don't know, man. Soul it doesn't have much hype for me, but I mean, if it's pumping, then I mean.
Oh, I mean, they're not in. Okay, so they're down in Sol value, but if I change this to USD, I believe they are doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That looks pretty good, right?
Yeah. So 5,700 per Clayno, listings all the way down. That's great to see. But again, I haven't seen any news. Maybe it's because my algo isn't like that. So Docs, talk to me, Docs.
Why?
what's happening with Claynos? I mean, shout out to Aussie, shout out to a few others in GTG who have been holding Claynos for a very long time. Again, Craig, like this is what me and you have been good at. We take profits. I've been taking profits. We've been shilling profits for a long time. Yeah, sure, I might miss out on more gains, but at the end of the day, I'm walking away with gains that I know are either in Solana right now. I just need to click one more time, or they're already in the bank. Fiat. I literally sold another 50K yesterday after the airdrop. I was like, stuff it. Like I need to still de-risk as I make more money.
Yeah, totally agree. Hey, just on a side note, Sappy Seals broke below 1 ETH. They're about 0.8.
So they had some other airdrop too, but I don't remember if that's already played out as well.
Okay. And interesting enough, Goblins, they've pumped, man. 120% or something.
Jeez. I mean, and Moonbirds too. Like, what the hell? Moonbirds are up. Like, Goblins up to 0.5 is nuts. Someone just would have swept them probably.
Yeah, I think someone's front running a rumored token drop, which I don't know if that's just a rumor started by holders, though. You got to be careful.
Probably. V-Friends is up 130% on the week as well. So that, I mean, it's great to see NFTs back. It's great to be talking about NFTs and not meme coins every single stream.
We've got a question there from Charles. Any other collections you guys got your eyes on? I think everyone is looking at Pudgies and Azuki.
Don't fade strength. Don't fade strength.
No, I mean, I kind of feel, same as you, Greeny. I mean, Pudgies are the clear winner this run.
Yeah.
And I feel like looks-wise, Azuki's going to be the cope or the B play.
Yeah.
Other than that, you got Sappy Seals might be a good cop if there's something about a token, but I don't know. Momentum's on Pudgy side, and they've already got a confirmed drop. So I'm trying to answer that question for myself. I'm trying not to get too clever with it.
Same. Don't get me wrong, there's still probably collections on Solana that might be good as well. Like Doggos might be a good potential play if they keep doing well as well. But again, like they're down to 3.5. So I don't know. Hold on, let me just close this window. So for me, it's real, like, I don't know. It's exactly, I'm kind of like, look, there's plenty of players out there, but also there's plenty of not good players. Like people might start over allocating, like we just spoke about earlier in the stream, into the wrong players. So for me, I hesitate anything else outside Pudgy or Azuki at this point in time because I just know what NFTs can do and what they did last cycle, Craig. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm the same as you. With them, I'm super careful because I don't want to get to this stage of the run and put profit or ETH or SOL into things and just have it eroded. That can happen same with meme coins. It can be eroded quite quickly. NFTs are even worse.
Yeah.
The volatility is a lot can be greater, which is a good thing, right? We like volatility, but the downside to that volatility is it can go south real fucking fast. And just me, for an example, I caught my Azuki at 1.38 and then it dropped to 1 ETH in 12 hours, man. So, that's quite a big drop. Of course, it's recovered now, thankfully, but when you see stuff like that, you're like, oh, fuck, here we go. And all it takes is one announcement or one non-announcement to say something you weren't hoping for, and it just halves in price. You can lose quite a lot of money quite quickly. So at this stage of the run, for me, I'm trying not to sacrifice profit too much. So I'm a bit cautious.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, I think it's important to be aware of where we are as well in the cycle. And we are, in my opinion, we're close to the end, very closer to the end than a lot of people want and a lot of people think.
Same.
So I'm at the point where I'm starting to take profits and other people are still starting to go, yeah, I'm starting to go hard. I'm like, I've got a tweet scheduled soon. It's just like, no, the best quotes I've seen on Twitter currently is the bull market hasn't even started yet. I'll just show them this chart and I'll just say, sorry, what?
Yeah.
And literally, it's just so silly. Obviously, if you time the lows, you're up 6.4x. Obviously, not many people time the lows. You time the breakout though, you're still up 3x on Bitcoin itself.
If you step back from that chart, right, and you were non-emotional with it, you could quite easily take a snapshot of that chart and go, yeah, that was the bull run. In other words, if it broke down from there, I'd still consider it a good bull run.
Yeah. You got to think exactly. If you look in history, right?
That's good, man. I'd take that.
Look at this. This is look, how similar is it to, look, bang, big price up. Are we at the first leg or is this the second leg? Honestly, that move from there to there, it's probably, 2.3x. Okay. That move from there to there is literally a 2.1x.
Yeah. So look, I sold a bit more Bitcoin when it tapped 107.
I wanted to. I was busy.
Yeah, I had I've got a bunch on the ledger that I could have got to, but I couldn't be bothered. But I had some from my blowfin, so I was like, I quickly sold a bit there. Not a lot, but just enough that that if it broke down from the 108, which it did, I wouldn't feel too upset about it.
Yeah, no, I think that's smart. So Docs has just come back with some alpha. So Claynosaurz are getting abstract drop along with games, Loft game in the works and speculation of Clayno token airdrop. Okay, sick. 5.6K. How much SOL is that? It's about 30 SOL. You know what? I'd throw 20 SOL at a meme coin. Maybe I'll throw 20 SOL at a Clayno. I've got abstract exposure very much so already. We all know that with my Pudgy and my little Pudgy. But if they've got it, but again, is this game what's the Docs? Talk to me. What's the game time frame? What is the time frame on the game? Is that speculation that it's going to drop in the month or two, or is this speculation that it's going to drop at the end of 2025? Because if it's at the end of 2025, this shit is going to go way down before then. It definitely is, right? So I would love to hear that. And then the token airdrop. I'll do a quick search on Twitter and see if there's anything official. But that would be sick. I'm a massive fan of Claynosaurz. I'm a massive fan of the brand, of the collection. Let me have a look. I'm just looking. I probably need to search on top. Okay, I'm just having a scroll on Twitter. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Oh, no, that was January, ages ago. Yeah. Still December, probably not. Okay, I'm having a look. Okay. Yeah, so dollar, no one has $50K. He says Clayno is a parallel, and I think they softly confirmed Clayno as well. Okay, there you go. Softly confirmed. Does anyone have a tweet?
Clayno.
There's a bit of hype about this. Okay, there will never be a whale, but I would def buy Clayno and Pudgy. Interesting. Minister of NFTs also, these are some big names. Wait, Clayno's follow me? That's hectic. Better give him a follow back.
It's funny how you don't see anything about it. It's just the algo doesn't feed me this.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'd like kind of cute on TV, the Asian Energy partner announcement. Okay. Yeah, they're just hyping there. Just picked up 9 Claynos. I mean, they'll retweet me if I buy one.
I don't
good
see
gaming
anything but a token on there.
IP. I mean, look at that. That's pretty sick, actually. Is done with their own collector's profile 2025 year. A good bet is understatement. We have a full support of Gameloft's marketing, acquisitions. It's a mass marketing leverage on their 1.3 billion. Oh, so Gameloft has 1.3. Who's Gameloft? I don't even know what that is. I don't know.
Yeah, it must be a gaming house or Gameloft. I'm not sure who they are, but it looks like Claynosaurz got a couple of catalysts coming.
Well, Craig, do I buy one?
I don't know, man.
See,
what are they?
USD, it's at all-time highs.
Probably not at all-time highs, man.
So USD, it's in all-time highs. However, let's put it back to Sol. And let's look at, can I make more Sol out of this trade? Is that the chart? Is that it? Oh, okay. So it's also at Sol all-time highs. No, okay. So 27. But listings are down at 265 out of how many tokens? Out of 10K tokens, Craig.
Yeah. That is good.
I don't know, Craig.
Man. With Claynosaurz, I just never. I don't know, man. I don't know why they just never really got me excited. I don't know why.
All right, let me put a tweet out.
Yeah, ask the people, see what they I don't know, man.
Do a top blast into a Claynosaurz here.
Yeah.
I used to own one or a couple. Yeah, not a full chart. That's what I thought, Sexy. For some reason,
because they were 100 Sol.
Here we go. That's what I thought. They went to like 80 Sol or something, didn't they?
I don't know why it's not giving you the rest of it.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me go to Sniper Clayno. Maybe it's a better platform for me. Let's look at the chart. There we go. That's what I want to see. Yeah, see, this is okay. This is what I mean. Like we are only just okay. I probably lean towards a buy. Because of the chart.
Yes.
Now, Can I change this to Sol on this one? Sexy, you have to tell me this. I can't see it up the top. I think you can, but oh no, sorry, it is in Sol. I want to change it to US dollars. But yeah, so listings are down. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks juicy.
Okay, hold on. Let me just tweet the chart as well. into the hype of a Claynosaurz here. All right, post. All right, let's see what chat says. I mean, how much Sol have I got in this wallet? I just moved a lot of Sol. Craig, are we going to get a live NFT purchase here live on stream, mate? Craig, do you want to? We might. Do you want to touch base about the giveaway actually while we do this?
Oh yeah. So with our little name giveaway, we will give that away a prize. What was it next? Well, for us Tuesday, or for the Americans out there on Monday. So for those who haven't got the entries in on guessing our name, we'll tweet this out again just to bump it up to everyone on everyone's timeline. But basically, go and give it a crack guessing what our new stream's name will be. Clue out there, it's 2 words. Chuck a bit of an Australian twang on there, if you will. Have your best guesses, as many as you like. And Greeny and I will be giving away some MOG next Tuesday for the Australians, or next Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, get your best guesses in there. There's been some pretty good ones. Go and give the algo a tickle again. And yeah, we'll give that away next week. Obviously, follow Greeny, myself, and then our new channel at the moment, which is just called Greeny and Craig. So nice and simple. Go and jump on there, guys. Give it a like, comment, share if you want to really help us out. But other than that, we'll pick a winner next week.
Yeah, love it.
Coming soon, guys. Coming soon, real soon.
So Sexy says all the way on the top right. I can't even see that. Again, I can't see. I just want to change it to. Wait, yeah, I don't know, man. I need more details than that. Market cap price, no. Outliers, trades, alerts, bids. I don't know. But Craig, I kind of like this chart. I don't mind this as a bit of a hedge on. Like, I still obviously own my Bodogo, but I mean, at the same time, like, it would be good to have a bit more exposure to something like this. If they're going to get abstract, if they get abstract as well, then that actually changes. That could change what I do as well, because then I could swing trade my Clayno, maybe hold the big. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm the same. I probably need to have a real deep dive with abstract, which I haven't done yet, and actually have a look at the secondary partners. Sorry, did you pull it up, Greeny?
Yeah, no, I finally figured it out. Sexy, thanks, brother.
Cool.
Right up the top, yeah. Okay, there we go. So it is all-time high US, but I mean 6K. I'm happy to kind of have a punt. I don't know.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, if you've got an opportunity to print a bit of soul and they've got abstract exposure, maybe, man. Maybe.
That's a mad dip on the week, though. Holy, let's zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
What happened there? Was that like someone dumped or something?
Someone might have got their wallet scammed and someone just sold all their assets.
Yeah. I know, Craig. What do you reckon? Do I buy one here?
Man, I don't know. I'd be looking first of all about abstract to make sure that's confirmed. Did you see something saying it was confirmed?
Yeah, someone. Look, what's Scooter's talking about? Your breakout point is not against the all-time high. Apples and oranges, mate. It very much is, but okay. I'll show you again. All right? Just for proof, okay? It is 19K. That was the all-time high, fam. Bro, trust me. I think I can read a chart. I can read the chart, brother. There you go. It broke out there, all-time high. Yeah, this was an all-time high. I agree. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But the consolidation period was still even down here, right? So say that's your consolidation period where it changed from macro highs to macro lows, right? So yeah, fair point. So if we take that breakout, 4x. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you're gonna get diminishing returns as the market cap goes high, but what, a 3x? Yeah, a 3x is about 130K. My target's 155K, 130 to 155K.
Yeah. We hit 150K, man. I'll be nuking bags.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to find that. So there's staking and collector system releasing soon. Claynos are getting abstract. I mean, I can go to the abstract Discord and ask. I don't know.
Is a good bit of info. And were you saying, Greeny, that abstract drop may be bigger than the Pengu drop?
I lean towards yes.
Yeah, because that's massive.
You got to think, like, with 7 million wallets being onboarded, with it being a layer 2, like, they would have had some probably private investing as well, where they got some raised money. So I lean in abstract being very big. I lean it that way.
Okay, so having exposure is a must.
Yeah, I think so.
I've got to find a play. That'll be me today, finding a play that gives me exposure to abstract, I think.
How much is a little pudgy right now? 2. Oh, they just dumped a little bit. 2.1. Yeah, 2.1.
Good.
Someone just dumped into bids. So 2.1 they're currently at. So what's 2.1 times 4? So it is cheaper to get a Clayno. It is cheaper to get a Clayno. So interesting. Chat, let me know. Abstract FTD 100% more than Pengu. Just need to work out allocation. I agree, Noji. It's going to be massive. Like, it's a layer 2. It's going to be massive. Yeah. I think big pudgies get, maybe, Craig, maybe. Here's the alpha. I know the big pudgy is going to make me a lot more money. But do I swing trade the little stuff again, hold the big pudgy into the airdrop, get a bigger airdrop, and then try and sell it after? Or do I keep the little stuff, like maybe a Clayno at my little pudgy, and sell? Oh, so many
depends on your entries.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, I am buying right now. Like, if I buy, I mean, my entry on a little pudgy, I'm pretty happy with.
Yeah.
And if they go to 1.5, I probably definitely buy another one. But Claynos, I'm buying pretty much a breakout trade here on Sol. So, but I mean, like, if you do look, like not many sales, and they're back up to 50, and the chart does look pretty good, like, in Sol. So I don't know. And like, Sol is pumped as well. I do like, maybe it's better to hold this as a hedge against Sol too. Maybe these outperform Solana in the short term.
Yep.
Yeah, see, Billy's coming in here with some good alpha. I hold one, but I got in at 7 Sol, bro. You're printing. That's a 4x already, bro. GG's, man. GG's.
Yeah,
So
that's a massive one.
yeah, they're very active on TikTok. That's what I liked about the Pudgies guys. They're massive on the GIF world and in social media, all those sorts of things. So I definitely, I'll think about this, Craig. I'll think about this. I might go on a bit of an NFT spree today. Do I buy a couple, maybe two, a bean in an elemental and maybe a Clayno?
Yeah, I think those are good shouts. Those are good shouts. Yeah, I mean, look, hey, maybe that Clayno will be a good cop, man, if it gets abstract.
Yeah.
But that's me today. I've got to get some abstract exposure, man, especially if everyone's saying it's going to be so big. I've underestimated it. I need to go hunting.
Yeah. I'm looking at the comments. Yes, no.
No.
Doesn't sound horrible. Fat finger pain for someone.
Ooh.
Wait, that's what it was. Oh my god, someone put, oh my god, we could have called that live. Someone put a listing at 3 instead of 30. Oh my god, that's why. Oh my god.
Oh, that's the wick.
That's the wick. That's why the wick is crazy, because someone listed it at imagine buying that at 3. Oh,
that would have been a good. Yeah, I'd just sell that. Actually, no, maybe I'd just hold. I'd hold, actually.
Your cost basis is elite there.
Fuck. Okay, well, congrats to that buyer. My God.
So bids on this platform are at 26. I actually think maybe the bid's the alpha, because this person just sold into a bid. Yeah, there it is there 11 minutes ago. It's pretty odd, dude. That I fat fingered those remember those ordinals that we traded, Craig? Those like the art one?
Yes, that's right.
I fat fingered 20 grand on that. 20 grand on that. Oh my God.
What did you say? Instead of doing 0.2 BTC, did you do like 0.02 or something like that? Yeah, easy to do on Bitcoin. And unfortunately with Bitcoin, if you make a decimal point error, it's fucking massive.
It is massive. At the time, I walked out to my wife and I was like, babe, I just lost 20K instantly.
Yeah, man, it sucks. I'm so careful with Bitcoin, and that's one of the good things with trading. Well, it was good trading ordinals and that, because when Bitcoin stuff moves, man, it moves. The price it's just so quick. Buy little two pudgies now.
I
don't mind that. Yeah.
What are they dumping as well?
No, crypto's just, I think I kind of like, that's what I was going to say, buy 2 little pudgies, sell the big into the abstract, and then you've got good exposure with the littles.
I like that alpha. Give me again 1.75 and I'll buy another one. I don't want to buy one at 2.1. I don't want
same. Please everyone dump. I need a little pudgy now. Enough's enough.
That's a good comment.
I've had enough pain.
That's a great comment by No G as well.
Yeah, he's been pumping out the alpha. I think, like you said, though, bids are the go, right?
Yeah, with Claynosaurz, I think I'll throw a couple bids out. Like they got 214K on Instagram. PO follows them. Shout out to PO. Oh yeah, I'm gonna plug my Instagram here. Greeny Trades on Instagram. Go give me a follow, guys. Yeah, I mean, like, this is good content. They get great engagement. Like, I mean, let's look at the views. 15 mil views. Oh no, 16 mil, 13 mil, holy 30K, 100.
Oh, no, not bad.
Dude, this is good exposure, but this is like, it's kind of like one of the reasons I have pudgy exposure, right?
Yeah, I didn't think they were that big.
So, okay, I've got little pudgy, I've got a big pudgy. I want a second little pudgy, I think. I will think about Azuki, but then Claynosaurz might be just a kind of left field, happy to throw 30 Sol at it play as well.
I think so. I think as far as a Sol play, if you could, if you want to be in the abstract conversation though.
Yeah. I mean, hold on. I pinged in the Discord. Let's see if anyone got back to me. No. No one got back to me. But I mean, is there a role in the Discord? Like, I can't really see integrate. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I mean, I can just search Claynosaurz. Okay. Okay. Are they just a, yeah, okay, no, yes. Mad Lads, yes. Claynosaurz, yes.
Okay, they're the two soul
So,
collections with
well,
abstract.
this person here. Like you can check. I'll quickly share this. There's nothing here that I'm giving away, but this person here, obviously he's running a Mad Lab, but he has the Mad Lab role and the Claynosaurz role, as well as the Abstract Chad role, and the Elite Chad role, which would have got you Pengu exposure as well. And if you do, like, hold on, let's look at the D God here. Does it have exposure? Utes, D Gods, Clayno, Badoggo. So perhaps that was for Pengu, but I hazard a guess that it could be more than that as well. I put a post in here just before. Oh no, it's in the elite chats. Hold on. In general, I'll show you where's my comment here. Yeah, so I've got my Pengu, right? I got Little Pudgy, Pengu, Chad, Abstract Roll, but Doggos as well. So yeah, interesting, Craig. Interesting.
But Doggos may be copying abstract as well, are they?
Yes, potentially.
That's a nice.
They were able to fill out the form that you will get Pengu from Abstract once it goes live in January as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, look, there's a few options with NFTs then, man. I need to get into that abstract Discord, I think, and get a bit.
Yes.
Start digging a little bit.
I'd think about that, yes.
Because there's potentially a lot of money to be made here, but it's just the people that are willing to get their hands dirty.
Yeah.
And do the boring shit like going in Discords and get roles and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the time of the run where it's worth it, whereas during the bear market, that shit just became disgusting. But now it's worth doing again now.
Yeah, very much so. I'll have a think about this, Clayno. I think I might put a bid out. I think I put a bid out. I think I put a bid out, yeah. Someone's asking about ordinals. They're dead. They're honestly, volume's down. Their floors are down 20, 30, 40% over the past month. Like, with Bitcoin being so dominant, like it's kind of maybe just better to hold Bitcoin unless your entry is what matters. If you have a sick entry, hodl. If you don't have a sick entry, probably fade it and take the loss, take the small win, whatever it is, and allocate it back into Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think at the moment, ETH NFTs are the place to be. And second to that, possibly Sol. Ordinals will come, but it's not. Yeah, the hype, the energy. It looks like start of Q1 is going to be here. But I mean, if Azuki announce they're going to launch early Q1, that's going to suffocate the room again, man. And then also abstract as well.
Yeah.
What the thing is with ordinals at the moment, there's no airdrops.
Yeah.
So
they had the puppets had so many airdrops earlier in the year.
Yeah. So there's just no. Why would anyone spend money on an ordinal right now when you can cop an ETH NFT, flip the ETH NFT into hype on a token drop, or claim a token?
Yeah.
It's just an easier trade right now. But in saying that, if ordinals dump harder and you can get a puppet for say 0.1, I potentially go again. I do think they'll get another run, but again, I'm not going to fight the current. And at the moment, the current's saying ETH NFT, so I'm going to swim around there for a little bit longer. I think there's still enough energy, Greeny, and money flowing with ETH NFTs that I don't think it's the end for them yet.
No, and there's like ETH money is built different too, guys. You've got to remember it was the beta played to Bitcoin in 2017 when it came out. Okay,
there's some big ETH holders out there with lots of ETH.
And people made a shit ton of money by buying a shit ton of ETH at $8 to $100, and then they made a shit ton of money in NFTs, guys. So Ethereum money is built different to Solana money. You have to remember that. And Bitcoin money is obviously built different too as well. Like everyone's like, oh, people are going to come in. These Bitcoin millionaires are going to come in and buy or no, of course they're not. Of course they're not going to do that, guys. So the risk is like where if Bitcoin hodlers want to do it, they go to ETH and they'll buy ETH NFTs, punks, pudgies, apes, okay, or whatever the narrative is with its Azukis as well. So that's what you got to think about, guys. That's what you got to think about.
And the narrative at the moment is clearly what you're looking at right now. That screen, So if you can pick up something there fairly cheap, you're probably going to do pretty well. Haven't seen much about Cool Cats or anything.
Nah, I think all those sort of older plays, like I just think you got to trade into and out of like the Creeps token when they had that rumor earlier this year. I traded that Creep from 2.5 to 5. I sold into the airdrop. Was the right play. So I don't know. That's probably where I'd consider it. Like maybe a V1 Punk might be a nice play if they come down a little bit lower, back towards a little bit lower than where they currently are. But again, like I'm not really a collector. It depends on what your investment thesis is too.
Yeah.
Like the other one that rings a bell that I would love to get if I had endless money was I'd love to hold a squiggle.
Yeah.
I don't think I have it. Hold on. Squiggle at OpenSea. But I mean, yeah, you should be doing your trading on OpenSea, guys. Okay. With their airdrop potentially very much rumored coming soon, I think you want to be like, this is one piece of art I'd love to have, I think. And then make it animated and then put that up on a wall. I think there's nothing sicker than that personally. But
yeah, what are they going for at the moment? Oh, about 5.
But yeah, I saw these at 2.5 and I didn't buy. But
Yeah, they dipped
go 2x.
hard. Yeah, I noticed that as well. They were good.
Buying art's so hard, dude.
Yeah, it is. I've got a Max. Is it Max Payne?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But just the cheapie. But I don't know if it's done. I don't know if it's done much. I can't remember.
What was your entry? 1?
About that.
Yeah.
It's about. They haven't really, but I mean that's just an example of a cheap art play.
Yeah.
But art plays are tricky, right? But I think the people that pick the right ones will make. Oh, we saw last run will make fucking big money, but it's just not my expertise in any shape or form. No. It's not my lane. Yeah. So I'm just careful these days. I mean, shout out to these people. You know, reach out to artists out there and ask them questions. I've got shout out to Rocket Girl, Zaf, people like that are actually artists in the space. They're the ones to speak to about stuff like that. Because DG and NFT traders like us, it's tricky because there's no airdrop for these people, that I know of. It's just pure, which is kind of cool, I kind of like the fact that it's just artists or people collecting art. But
do you remember Renga, Craig?
Yeah, right. Very much.
Like, this is sick, dude. And I mean, I swing traded I made so much ETH on these.
Like, I sold the little, what were they, little black box thing for about 5 ETH.
Yeah. It's like, I love this. I actually love this art. I've still got
one. I've still got my ringer. I got given one by Tails when they first came out, more or less. Yeah. Still hold it. That's the problem with getting given things.
Yeah.
I fucking feel bad selling it. So I've held.
I remember this. 22. That was in the bear cycle.
Great art though, man. I dig the art. That's sick. There's some really cool ringers. And there's a ringer mint coming up soon. But from what I saw, the only issue was I'm not sure if it was only a 300 or 700 piece collection. So I think you kind of had to scrap for the rights to mint, which, look, don't get me wrong, that's all cool, but I'm not gonna hustle for that.
No, same. No, I mean, like at 0.2, if you're happy, if you got a bit of soul, I mean, a bit of ETH.
Arts. I mean, I like that stuff. I think that's
same. I think it's sick. There's like a few I really like the beard and the Cosmo. I think it's the Cosmo stuff. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really love the Cosmo look. Like, that's such a sick NFT to me. Like, that's
so good, man. Yeah, these definitely, just from an art perspective, deserve a higher floor price. But it just shows you, where people's minds are at, and art doesn't always win, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's
because these people like you and me that We'll flip a picture of a piece of shit, man, if it makes money. I mean, look at crypto dick butts and those ether or ETH rocks. One sold last week again for something stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Is that what's happening there? Is that just what am I looking for? Is that not insider trading, but what's
collectors, wash trading collectors? I don't know. This minted overnight. Zeneca and I were talking about this last night. He said is 9DCC, which is your massive.
Is the punk prize in there? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so, I think inside one of them was a punk.
So when I need to look into it, but 0.12. How many listed? 15%. Unique owners at 55% is pretty good too.
That is good. How much were these at mint, Greeny?
I don't know as well. I don't know. He didn't know anything. So he wasn't very reliable for information. He just said, I've got to be up at 3 a.m. Australian time to mint this. I said, okay.
Yeah, I'm over that for a little bit.
Although, there you go, Craig. So 275 per wallet. But there's only 2.75 in the collection. Oh, it's on base as well. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so its mint price was 0.06. So they're about 2x from, sorry, 0.069. So it's about 2x currently. It's
Yeah,
floor.
it's not bad.
No creator earnings, 0%. It's on base, so it's cheap, no gas. Could be a play.
So
Could be a
there's
play.
2,700 of them by the looks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
it's quite small.
ownership's pretty good. 55% for
It's
something like
actually
this.
pretty. But what's
Unrevealed,
the
yeah.
catalyst? Insiders presence or something, random presence. Like,
Well, they're unrevealed. Yeah. So is it another NFT? Is that the here? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Clothing brand, yeah. So minted out in 45 seconds. Oh,
that's pretty good. Someone likes it.
let's go. We'll go to the website, but 1 hour, one each block, a piece from collection, network points, iteration 04. I don't know what that means. 21 optimism tokens, 1 chance at a CryptoPunk.
I mean, 1 in 2,000 isn't too bad if you can mint for 0.0. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that minted out so fast because people were just chasing that punk, eh?
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Like, and I wonder who gets it. Oh, here we go. So you can see.
Imagine getting that. Oh.
But look who it is. It's the standard, like, I don't know some of these people. I voted for Trump.eth lol. But like it's G Money, Mertz, like 20 boxes each. Like it's your standard, like the rich get richer, right?
Oh, yeah, man. One of them about getting a punk. That's why so many minted. I guess, look, if you've got the money, you can afford to mint 20, 50. You
Exactly.
could be worth it, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. But what's in it for the people that don't get the punk? I mean, I know you
Yeah,
just
then you just get clothing or some, I don't know what it was. It said you get some other thing.
Yeah.
Piece of collection 01. I don't know what that is. Network points for using their platform.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it is G Money's NFT.
Oh, it's his. It's his. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So he still owns 20.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just going to flip Azukis and Pudgies and have fun doing that rather than trying to get intellectual with friggin' all that
Other
stuff.
plays
What
like
does
that.
iteration 04 mean, man?
I don't know.
Sounds like an error on a computer or
It
something.
does. Hey.
Oh, no, I'm not smart enough for that, man. Just give me some artwork I can flick and
Yeah,
that's probably me.
agreed. Well, great. We might cut it off there, mate. Anything else you want to discuss before we cut off today?
No, not really. The market's on a big pullback. There's lots of opportunities out there. I would say probably opportunity-wise for those who are listening who aren't into NFTs, I'd probably look at your stronger altcoins. What do we mean by stronger altcoins? Probably look at the BTC pair.
Yeah.
Look at altcoins versus their April low. So if you look at the April low, put on the daily or the monthly, and you'll see the low in April. You probably want to be higher than that. And I'd probably be picking when we say stronger, Greeny, what would be your pick? Sol, ETH,
Sui, yeah.
And the same for meme coins, exact same thesis. Your top 5 memes are probably still your winners. Pepe's on a nice fat pullback.
Yeah.
And actually, I was looking at the Pepe chart before. That was a massive candle down, man. I was like, that's probably a buy.
Yeah, it's getting close to shallow fibs where I look for a long, I reckon.
Yeah, so the opportunities are strong alts, strong memes, probably mid to big cap memes, mid to big cap alts. Yeah. I'm not really chasing the small little shitty alts at the moment. Yeah. And then probably the other alpha is your NFTs, ETH NFTs, trying to get abstract exposure. That's probably the market for me, the way I'm seeing it. And I feel like this Bitcoin pullback, or whatever you want to call it, the sideways chop, is probably going to go all the way through Christmas.
Yes.
So I think sitting on your hands or making smart moves at the moment. What do you think, just before we go, Greeny, is it worth being in the trenches at the moment, meme coin wise?
No, I did a live stream with GTG this morning, 1.2%, 40 tokens in the past 24 hours went over 100K, only 100K.
Yeah.
42. So if you have the time, you can sit in the trenches. Sure, you probably can lock in and maybe get a couple of those plays. But if you're like, for me, time is valuable, right? So if you're sitting in there and spending 10 hours a day and only getting like one play, like, sure, it might pay out for you, but that doesn't work for me. Okay. So you got to think about Think about that. So I'm waiting for more tokens to be launched. I'm waiting for volume to return. I'm waiting for consistent pumps, right? We used like, it was go back a month or two ago and it was, okay, anything that reached 100K was going to 300K instantly. If it got over 350K, it would go straight to 500K. Anything over 500 was straight to a couple mil. You can pick the trend in the alpha there, guys. Currently, the alpha just is literally, you're either trading like a tokenized news event like the Luigi guy a couple of weeks ago, or like something like that, right? Like that's the only opportunity you have in the trenches. I've seen, really interestingly, I've seen a lot of trench meme coin Discord groups and stuff really struggle and actually adopt futures trading and stuff as well recently, which we've been doing all along, guys, because the smart people know when the best time to trade in the trenches is and when the worst time is to trade in the trenches. And if you trade every market, every blockchain, it allows you to have opportunities every single day.
Yeah, totally agree. And while there's not a meme coin like an alpha runner, the others tend to suffer, right? If there's a meme coin runner, then the others tend to go quite well because obviously attention goes there. But at the moment, there's no meme narrative, I don't think, other than the strong ones. So attention's definitely moved on. So yeah, go where the attention is, guys. It's just a lot easier to trade and win that way.
Yeah, very much so. All right, guys. Well, thank you again, Craig, for joining me. We'll be back live next Tuesday, guys. That is Christmas Eve, which is a banging show. The last one. Then we'll have to see whether we do a Boxing Day one. We'll see. But if not, we'll definitely be back next Tuesday for Christmas Eve, guys. I will be at the coast, so my setup here will be all different. Hopefully the family's all good with me doing a live stream. We'll wait and see. But obviously, guys, do check out that giveaway on Greeny and Craig. Go give us a follow. It's just Greeny and Craig on Twitter. Give us a follow. Go comment what you think this show is going to be called. As Craig said, it is 2 words. It is with a little Australian twang on it as well. As always, very much appreciate you all tuning in. Don't forget to click subscribe, click follow, click like on both Greeny Trades and Craig's Coin Purse. And again, thanks, Craig, for joining me.
Thank you, Greeny. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you next week. And we'll see you on the timeline.
See you on the timeline, guys. All right, all the best over the weekend. And if I don't get to see you, enjoy your Christmas as well, guys. Have the best time with your family and your friends. All right. Amen. Peace, everyone.